Hello and welcome to my channel, Gonya Entertainment. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Daredevil Season 3. I'm just going to be saying what I thought was good about it and what I thought was bad about it. There are more good things than there are bad things. I have to say, it's an improvement from the other two seasons. Not saying anything was bad. I thought it was going to be very difficult to top Season 2. I absolutely loved Season 2 of Daredevil with the Punisher being introduced. This one, giving us Ben Poindexter, aka Bullseye. Bullseye was such a really good villain. The villains in this for this series, it went back to the series one villain, which was Wilson Fisk, and with this time they added Bullseye, Poindexter, being his sort of sidekick. I prefer this over the Hand story that we got in season two. It's just Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock. The hatred they have for each other is just it's Shakespearean. How the hatred these two have for each other. Like I love it when these two are on screen. They work so well. The on-screen chemistry is second to none. I think there's not too many heroes and villains that bounce off each other on screen as much as these two do, which is a credit to the actors themselves. Yeah, this was a much fulfilling series than season two. I felt season two was a bit over the place. It sort of had its two halves. The first bit was to get the Punisher story out the way, and then the second bit they kind of just shoehorned the Hand story and then the Elektra story. This felt like a beginning and an ending all in one go. Like we had that slow build up of Wilson Fisk taking over the government, taking over the federal government, the police, and slowly coercing one of the federal agent's own, Ben Poindexter, as his accomplice, and in framing Daredevil and turning the city against him. I thought the story was well thought out. It made sense. It didn't seem to be too jumpy. All in all, season three was a great improvement on season two. Not to say that season two was bad. It's just that I felt this was a more filled out season, more thought out season. It was very good. The ending of Daredevil was absolutely brilliant. Again, episode 6 of this season is when things really start to kick off. You have Point Dexter dressed up as the Daredevil when he attacks the bulletin. I thought that whole scene was just the brilliant. The tension leading up to that scene where Point Dexter and Matt Murdock face each other for the first time is absolutely brilliant. Again, there's no superhero TV show that does what Daredevil does right now. I feel that I saw a tweet. Someone said that Daredevil was the Dark Knight of the TV superhero of genre, which I think it really is. It really is the show that defines what a superhero series should be like, just like the Dark Knight trilogy did for cinema for superheroes. Daredevil is doing that for superheroes on the small screen for the series type format. It's absolutely brilliant, second to none. For me, the best Marvel show that is out there. Sorry, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist fans, but I think that this is the best Marvel Netflix property that they have. I'll be very surprised if Netflix were to come out and now say they're going to cancel Daredevil. I do feel like it may be cancelled because I feel like Disney are going to repackage all their Marvel shows and reproduce them on their own Disney platform that they do plan to release soon. But let me know what you thought of the series. I thought it was brilliant. For me, I loved Poindexter. Wilson Fisk. Whenever Wilson Fisk is the main story or the main villain, it's going to be a good. It's going to be a good story. It's going to be a good season. He's such an integral character to this show. I'm glad they didn't kill him off. I was convinced that Daredevil was actually going to kill him, especially when he, as you will see, spoiler alert, when he reveals what Wilson Fisk did to Point Dexter to sort of manipulate him. Point Dexter and Daredevil at one point both go in with the intention to kill Fisk, but yeah, I'm glad that Fisk's character still remains with us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see where Daredevil now goes with this. The Point Dexter story the ending of the Point Dexter story kind of mirrored the Punisher's villain story, where he ends up being paralyzed, and yeah, you sort of know he's going to come back as a Bullseye, just as you know, Bill Russo is going to return as Jigsaw for the Punisher series. I wasn't too mad at that, but I felt it was a bit too similar in how both those stories ended. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting watching Bullseye, because he is a formidable villain to the Daredevil story. He can handle his own. It's gonna be very good to see where they take his story in the future seasons, provided that, of course, it they don't just cancel Daredevil. But I don't see Daredevil being cancelled. It's such a successful show. I know this season will be successful. I believe, out of the Marvel Netflix shows, this is probably the most valuable to the whole partnership, and yeah, the most valuable to Disney in terms of when they look at the shows, when you compare it to the Agents of Shield on ABC, all that other stuff, all the other Marvel properties on the small screen. Daredevil, I think, is the main priority, the top prize, the one that draws the most revenue and has the most eyes on it. So I fully am confident that this series will continue, and yeah, it will continue to be the best Marvel TV show that is currently going. Let me know your thoughts on the season. What did you think were good, and what did you think were bad? And thank you for watching.